Welcome to our UMBC.
Welcome to our UMBC.
Bienvenidos a nuestra UMBC.
Welcome to UMBC.
这个是我们的 UMBC.
مرحبا بكم في جامعتنا في ميرلاند.
Welcome to our UMBC.
I think that my dialect says that I'm from Maryland.
I feel as part of a big community whenever I speak Spanish because I can relate to people from several countries.
I think there's a little bit of southern twang in there, like saying y'all is very close to my heart.
It refers to my culture, my heritage. Everything in my culture depends on Arabic.
Spanish is a language that it just flows. It's easier almost to express yourself when you're speaking Spanish.
Urdu is like a really cool language because it does come from multiple languages.
What I like about speaking Greek is a connection to heritage, especially a much older heritage.
I'm a boy from a small town on the Eastern Shore, for example. I would say not oil, but all. Not foil, but fall. I'm going to the toilet? No, I'm going to the toilet.
When I see people that speak French, and I know they speak French, they come up to me and they say, "Ça va?" which means, "Are you well?" like in French. And it just feels, it feels like family, I can just talk to them. It just makes me feel good because it's my native language.
My family is Italian American, and I feel that even though we primarily speak in English, the personality really comes out in the way we express ourselves at home.
Oma is mom in Korean language. So whenever we are surprised or whenever we are embarrassed, we call mom. Omaya.
Spanglish is probably what feels like home, even though it's not necessarily how I present myself. It definitely reminds me of my family.
Reggae, calypso music, parang, patois, Creole language. You really think about a multicultural incorporation of language and music.
I wish my professors knew about my dialect that sometimes it slips out. It's not in a negative way, I'm comfortable around a person. So now it's my true self starts to come out. I take off the mask.
I don't know if you guys know that, but body language is 60% of communication. Tone is 30%, and actual word is 10%. Having a professor that can project, having a professor that has a lot of passion for her subject, and not only just speaks, but actually enacts what she's talking about is huge for us.
I wish people to learn language.
I like the image that French the French language gives me. Like it's sophisticated, I'm cultured, literate, all this. It gives some kind of prestige, right? And so, but then from that point on, I think I can only disappoint people because people think so highly of it somewhat.
I wish professors knew that people come from different backgrounds and experiences, and that their language tells a story about who they are and where they came from.
When I run into someone on campus who speaks Arabic, I get so excited and I start speaking with them the same language. I'm like, oh, where are you coming from? Hey, I speak the same language.
It's easy to find in UMBC because, there are many Chinese in UMBC, so it feels like she or he is one of your 5 minutes.
When I run into someone who I hear speaking Chinese, it makes me feel like I'm not that far away from another part of my life.
I think it's really important to have the diversity of languages and accents because that is the signature of each person. When I came here, I wanted to learn English, but it was not my idea to get rid of my accent because that's who I am. So I'm happy to say I'm from Colombia.
You know how in technology, natural language and speech recognition, it's really prescribed. You have to speak in that certain accent for it to understand you, and my whole research is about understanding different languages so people don't feel like they're not included.
And I think that that's one of the richness of language that makes you think that it's not only the university, it's just a diverse world.
To pull from those different worlds and pull from different types of thinking really allow us to have a broader perspective of the world and create solutions or create a campus that
is not in a bubble.
Knowing more than, just English, I think gives me perspective, kind of makes me look at things differently.
When you have people who speak other languages, then you have access to whole other ways of knowing and other perspectives and other opportunities to know different content that you wouldn't have access to if you only hung around or learned with people who only spoke English.
As an educational institution, to teach and practice diversity is extremely crucial. I'm hoping with raising a generation that could understand and build and scaffold on diversity as a means for better educating the people around us, we may stand the chance one day of tweaking this world a little bit. What more important than diversity to be a model in a college?
This is our UMBC.
Hey, Z, UMBC.
This is UMBC.
Bu bizne UMBC'miz.
这就是我们的 UMBC.
Esta es nuestra UMBC.